gotta shut up now. Well, according to the word, well, there was a pregnant girl, mother of Jesus, traveling along at night. Well, she was trying to find a home for the Savior to be born. There was no room at the hotel. Well, there was no room at the hotel. Yeah. Well, they thought it was right to say when they turned my Savior away. There was no room at the hotel. I know the bellman and the porter, well, they'll sure be sore afraid. Well, on that day of judgment, Lord, on that final day, well, they thought it was right to say when they turned my Savior away. There was no room at the hotel. Well, there was no room at the hotel. No. Well, they thought it was right to say when they turned my Savior away. There was no room at the hotel.
What was that, Wes?
It was No Room at the Hotel by Sister Jessie Mae Renfro.
Right on.
As interpreted by me. Thank you.
Big Wes.
Well, Jesus, would you come back here? Jesus, would you come back here? Jesus, would you come back here? Now is the needed time. Now is the needed time. Now is the needed time. We'll come if you don't stay long. We'll come if you don't stay long. Jesus, would you come by here? Now is a needed time. Now is a needed time. Now is a needed time. If you don't stay long, if you don't stay long, Jesus, would you come by here? Now is a needed time. Now is a needed time. Now is a needed time. That was called Needed Time, and it was recorded back in the 50s by a man named Sam Lightnin Hawkins. Not a very auspicious gospel singer, but a man that had some religion, I guess, in him after all. Let's see now, what else do we have here? Well, I've got one more little mountain. Well, I've got one more. Lord, I got one more little river to cross. Well, I've got one more mountain and a river before I just reach my journey's end. Oh Lord, you got one more little mountain, one more little river to cross, one more mountain and a river. Well, before you reach your end, let me say I want to shout. Well, have mercy, sweet Jesus. I want you to lift me up, stand me tall. I want you to carry me on safely, Lord. Won't you catch me before I fall? You got one more little mountain, one more little river to cross, one more mountain and a river before you reach your end. You got one more little mountain, one more river to cross, one more mountain and a river before I just reach my journey's end. Oh Lord. And that's a song called One More Mountain, and it was recorded by a personal friend of mine, a lady named Willie Mae Big Mama Thornton, and it appeared on her one gospel album that she ever recorded called Saved.
Who else had an album called Saved?
I don't know. Was there someone else that had an album called Saved?
Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan had an album called Saved. Yeah, but he wasn't as funky as this lady. He pretended to be, right? He pretended to be, but he wasn't really. He wasn't really there. Let's see. Have I got something else? Oh yeah. This is something in a different vein. This is a country song. I can't remember the name of the individual that originally recorded it, but it's something that I bring with me from earliest childhood, hearing my dad play it around the campfire, because he liked gospel songs too. In the bluegrass tradition, traditionally at the end of the show, they always have, if they really are bluegrass and if they're authentic and if it's for real, they always close the show out with a gospel number. And this was a good one. But each day I do the golden deed. I help in those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, so I'll do the best I can. The life's evening sun sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun. Well, the only life that will endure is one that's good and kind and pure. And so for God, I'll take my stand and try to do the best I can. Life's evening sun sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, but there will be no setting sun. While traveling down life's weary road, I'll try to live some traveler's load. I'll help the sick and stop to say I'll spread some kindness along the way. The life's evening sun sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun. Something like
I
that.
like that one.
Thanks. Yep.